Are you struggling to find happiness and peace in your life? Do you often feel overwhelmed and stressed? The ancient philosophy of Stoicism can help you rediscover inner tranquility and lead a more fulfilling life. In this video, we'll explore 10 things you should quietly eliminate from your life, inspired by the teachings of Stoicism. These practices are designed to help you declutter your mind and focus on what truly matters, leading to greater happiness and personal growth. So, what are the 10 things you should eliminate? Negative self-talk. Stoicism teaches us to be aware of our thoughts and challenge negative beliefs about ourselves. By doing so, we can cultivate self-compassion and a positive self-image. Unrealistic expectations. Stoicism encourages us to accept the reality of life's uncertainties and focus on what we can control. Let go of the desire for perfection and embrace the present moment. Toxic relationships. Surround yourself with positive influences that uplift and support you on your journey towards personal growth. Social media overload. Stoicism promotes mindfulness and living in the present moment. Limit your time on social media and engage in activities that bring you genuine joy and satisfaction. Excessive materialism. Stoicism teaches us that true happiness lies within, not in material possessions. Simplify your life and focus on what truly matters. Constant multitasking. By focusing on one task at a time, you can improve your productivity and mental well-being. Procrastination. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of taking action and making the most of our time. Break free from procrastination and start working towards your goals. Fear of failure. Embrace failure as a natural part of life and growth. Use setbacks as opportunities to learn and improve. Resentment and grudges. Forgiveness and letting go of resentment are key aspects of Stoic philosophy. Cultivate a forgiving attitude and free yourself from the chains of resentment. Excessive worrying. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept the rest. Develop a mindset of resilience and overcome your fears. By eliminating these 10 things from your life, you'll begin to cultivate a more balanced and fulfilling existence. Discover the transformative power of Stoicism and start living your best life today. 10 things you should quietly eliminate from your life delves into the principles of Stoicism and provides guidance on how to improve your life by removing certain habits, mindsets, and external influences that can hold you back. This content is particularly important for those seeking to embrace Stoic philosophy and make meaningful changes in their lives. By understanding the fundamental elements of Stoicism and the importance of letting go of unnecessary burdens, you will be better equipped to make conscious decisions that align with your values and lead to a more fulfilling life. The journey towards personal growth and self-improvement is never easy, and often involves recognizing and overcoming certain habits and attitudes that can impede progress. One such obstacle is the clinging to material possessions, which can create unnecessary attachment and distraction. In Stoic philosophy, the idea of minimalism is encouraged as a means of promoting focus and mental clarity. This means not only reducing the physical items in your life, but also evaluating the value of each possession and ensuring it serves a purpose or brings joy. Another area to consider is the relationships we maintain with others. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of surrounding oneself with individuals who possess virtue and support personal growth. In this context, it is important to assess and possibly eliminate relationships that may be causing harm, fostering negative emotions, or distracting you from your path to self-improvement. By removing toxic relationships and nurturing those that are constructive, you will find greater harmony and fulfillment in your social interactions. Another important aspect of Stoic philosophy is the idea of mental detachment from external circumstances. This involves recognizing that events outside of our control are beyond our ability to change, and therefore should not be the source of emotional turmoil. For example, worrying about an outcome that is not within your power to control will only cause unnecessary stress and anxiety. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and attitudes, and let go of any attachment to the outcome. The concept of cognitive distortions is also crucial to understanding the Stoic perspective. Cognitive distortions are irrational thoughts that lead to negative emotions and hinder personal growth. Examples include all-or-nothing thinking, catastrophizing, and overgeneralization. By identifying and challenging these distortions, we can gain greater clarity and develop a more balanced perspective on life. Finally, it is essential to eliminate any sense of entitlement or self-importance. Stoic philosophy teaches that true happiness comes from living in accordance with nature and fulfilling one's duty, rather than seeking personal gain or validation. By recognizing that we are all part of a larger cosmic order and that our actions have consequences that extend beyond ourselves, we can cultivate a sense of humility and a desire to contribute positively to the world. By understanding the importance of minimalism, selective relationships, mental detachment, challenging cognitive distortions, and developing a sense of humility, you will be better equipped to let go of unnecessary burdens and focus on living a more fulfilling life. Ready to dive deeper into Stoic philosophy and eliminate what's holding you back? Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new video. Join the community in the comments below to share your experiences and ask questions. Your feedback and comments are invaluable, and your participation is crucial to our growth. Let's keep the conversation going and continue learning together. Stoic philosophy is an ancient school of thought that teaches us how to live a meaningful life by focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. One way to apply these principles is by eliminating certain things from our lives that may be holding us back. In this video, we will discuss 10 things you should quietly eliminate from your life to live a more fulfilling and purposeful existence. The first thing to eliminate is physical and mental clutter. Clutter in our environment can lead to distractions and stress. By decluttering our living spaces and organizing our thoughts, we create a more peaceful and focused mindset. This can be as simple as tidying up your workspace or clearing your mind of unnecessary thoughts. Negative self-talk is another obstacle that can hinder our progress. When we constantly criticize ourselves and focus on our shortcomings, it becomes difficult to see our own worth and potential. To overcome this, practice self-compassion and remind yourself of your strengths and accomplishments. Comparing yourself to others can lead to feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction. Instead of focusing on what others have or how they are doing, focus on your own journey and progress. Celebrate your own achievements and be content with your own path. Stoicism teaches us to live in the present moment. Dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about future events can prevent us from fully enjoying the present. Practice mindfulness and focus on the here and now, allowing yourself to be fully present in each moment. Toxic relationships can drain our energy and negatively impact our well-being. Recognize when a relationship is no longer serving you and consider quietly eliminating it from your life. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who uplift and encourage you. Unhealthy habits, such as excessive drinking or poor eating habits, can have a negative impact on our physical and mental health. Identify any unhealthy habits you may have and work on replacing them with healthier alternatives. Procrastination can prevent us from achieving our goals and living a fulfilling life. Break tasks into smaller, manageable steps and take action towards your goals each day. Overcoming procrastination will lead to increased productivity and a greater sense of accomplishment. Having unrealistic expectations can lead to disappointment and frustration. Recognize that life is unpredictable and that things may not always go as planned. Adjust your expectations and focus on what you can control rather than what you cannot. Finally, consider eliminating attachment to material possessions. While it's natural to enjoy the comforts of life, attachment to material things can lead to a sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction. Focus on what truly matters in life and find contentment in the simple things. In conclusion, by quietly eliminating these 10 things from your life, you can live a more fulfilling and purposeful existence. Apply the principles of Stoic philosophy to your daily life and focus on what you can control while accepting what you cannot. By doing so, you will find greater peace, contentment, and happiness in your life. Here follows a striking incident. The world is in a state of constant change, and it can be challenging to keep up with the demands of modern life. Stoic philosophy, an ancient school of thought, offers timeless wisdom on how to live a meaningful life in the face of adversity. Understanding 10 things you should quietly eliminate from your life. Stoic philosophy is crucial now more than ever as we navigate a rapidly shifting landscape marked by uncertainty, anxiety, and the need for resilience. The core problem that makes addressing 10 things you should quietly eliminate from your life so important at this moment is the widespread feeling of overwhelm and stress that many people are experiencing. With the rise of social media, constant connectivity, and the pressure to succeed, it's easy to become bogged down by the noise of daily life. Stoic philosophy offers a roadmap for cutting through the clutter and focusing on what truly matters, helping us to cultivate inner peace and resilience in the face of life's challenges. One of the key takeaways is the importance of identifying and eliminating unnecessary distractions and sources of stress. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with information, it's easy to lose sight of our priorities and become overwhelmed by the demands of modern life. By learning to recognize and let go of these distractions, we can create space for what truly matters, allowing us to live more purposeful and fulfilling lives. Another important lesson from Stoic philosophy is the importance of focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. In a world that often feels beyond our control, this wisdom is more relevant than ever. By learning to accept the things we cannot change and focusing our energy on what we can control, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience that enables us to navigate life's challenges with grace and poise. In conclusion, understanding 10 things you should quietly eliminate from your life is critical right now, as we navigate a rapidly shifting landscape marked by uncertainty, anxiety, and the need for resilience. By learning to eliminate distractions, focus on what we can control, and accept what we cannot, we can cultivate inner peace and resilience, allowing us to live more meaningful and fulfilling lives. One of the key challenges in applying Stoicism is managing negative emotions, such as anger or resentment. When faced with difficult situations, it's important to recognize these emotions and take a step back to evaluate them objectively. For example, if someone cuts you off in traffic, you might feel angry or resentful. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to acknowledge the emotion, remind yourself that the situation is not personal, and focus on finding a solution rather than dwelling on the negative emotion. Another challenge is dealing with self-doubt and imposter syndrome. It's common for people to question their abilities or feel like they don't belong in a certain situation. To overcome this, focus on your strengths and accomplishments and remind yourself that you are capable and deserving of success. You can also seek support from mentors, friends, or colleagues who can provide encouragement and guidance. Practicing gratitude is another essential aspect of general Stoicism. Take time each day to reflect on the positive aspects of your life, such as your health, relationships, and achievements. This can help shift your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right, promoting a more positive outlook on life. Lastly, it's important to maintain a sense of balance in your life. This means setting boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and finding time for hobbies and interests outside of work. By doing so, you can reduce stress and prevent burnout, which is crucial for maintaining emotional well-being and overall quality of life. Let's delve deeper into the practical applications of Stoic philosophy, focusing on the elimination of unnecessary distractions and negative influences from our lives. By adopting these advanced strategies, we can further enhance our mental and emotional well-being and ultimately lead more fulfilling lives. One key aspect of Stoic philosophy is the concept of negative visualization, which encourages us to imagine the worst-case scenarios in our lives. This practice helps us prepare for potential challenges and develop resilience in the face of adversity. By visualizing these negative outcomes, we can learn to accept them as inevitable and focus on what we can control rather than dwelling on what we cannot. Another important strategy is to practice self-reflection and self-examination. By regularly evaluating our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we can identify areas where we may be falling short of our own values and goals. This process of introspection allows us to recognize and address any self-destructive patterns or behaviors, ultimately leading to personal growth and self-improvement. Finally, it's essential to cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the positive aspects of our lives. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we can develop a more positive outlook and foster a greater sense of contentment. This practice of gratitude can also help us develop a stronger sense of resilience and adaptability in the face of life's challenges. In conclusion, by incorporating these advanced strategies of Stoic philosophy into our daily lives, we can effectively eliminate unnecessary distractions and negative influences, leading to a more fulfilling and well-rounded existence. By embracing negative visualization, engaging in self-reflection and self-examination, and cultivating a sense of gratitude, we can better navigate the challenges of life and emerge stronger and more resilient. The time has come to bring the teachings of Stoicism and Stoic philosophy closer to our modern lives. You might wonder, what can you remove from your daily life that may enhance your focus on these practices and beliefs? We have explored various areas like friendships, emotions, beliefs, habits, goals, activities, possessions, and people in your life that might distract you from Stoicism. This step involves action, a proactive move. What do you decide to get rid of now that you understand these principles and are equipped to practice them better? Here are 5 essential elements from Stoicism you might consider leaving behind to gain the true meaning and purpose behind general Stoicism. Get rid of external circumstances that may bother you or negatively influence your thinking. For a Stoic, focusing on external situations such as job losses, failing businesses, natural disasters, and similar catastrophic events can consume our mental capacity and hinder us from realizing what's essential in our lives. When faced with difficult circumstances, rather than complaining and stressing about what has been done to us, Stoic thinkers advocate redirecting the blame towards oneself, saying that one hasn't managed things properly, instead of finding someone or something to blame for their circumstances. Give up any emotional baggage you carry from your past, as they will always drag you back to their pull. If your past life includes negative incidents that cause stress or fear today, let it go. We have control over how we view past events. Don't dwell on mistakes made, blame or fear. Learn and grow from your past. Move on with what you have now, knowing it can be managed or resolved without emotional turmoil. Say goodbye to self-indulgent thinking. While some indulgences might offer a short-lived, comforting or feel-good moment, the truth is they provide very little of substance or depth to your overall happiness and growth. By not over-prioritizing such short-lived satisfaction, you're making way for the fulfilling life. Remember, no self-respecting Stoic thinks life's all about me, me, me. Avoid holding on to toxic people and relationships in your life that poison your character and thinking. Unhealthy relationships are damaging and affect our judgment. You need a network of trust and understanding in your life that reinforces good behavior. In the spirit of Stoic teachings, distance yourself from negative influences or those who distract you from personal growth and mental tranquility. Give up any ill-formed beliefs, delusions, or fantasies. Failing to perceive reality objectively often comes from having too strong a subjective perspective of yourself or situations around you. Be willing to examine and admit that you have misunderstood your position. Accept reality as it is, rather than as you might wish it to be, and embrace rationality and fairness in the decision-making process. We understand that cutting these things off entirely can seem unrealistic and overwhelming at first. After all, changing your lifestyle might not be simple, especially considering these practices ask you to adopt new mindset shifts and new perspectives in the face of difficulties. That being said, try incorporating them into your daily life and routine one step at a time. One small adjustment at a time, as the road to self-improvement takes patience, resilience, and endurance. Embrace these ideas wholeheartedly and experience life on a much higher plane as you implement Stoicism and the general Stoic lifestyle into your day-to-day actions and choices. Finally, a wise reminder for every Stoic believer comes from Epictetus. It is not the event itself that disturbs us, but our judgment about these events. You hold the key to your destiny, and it begins with conscious action, decisions, and practice of these elements we've outlined here today. Remember to hold on to that understanding, my friends, for this is Stoicism and your new conscious path towards serenity. In conclusion, by quietly eliminating these 10 things from your life, you can embrace a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on what truly matters and find happiness within ourselves. By letting go of attachment to external factors, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism and transform your life for the better. Remember, the power to change lies within you, and the journey to a more fulfilling life begins with the first step.